up, Mouth Partiers? Janit's here, and today is my very first mukbang. I have 10 lobster tails and a sirloin and a dish of butter to dip them in, and I am so excited. I grew up in Texas, so we really didn't have a lot of seafood, so I am going to expand my eating options and start doing mukbangs with all kinds of food that I think I would like. And if you want to join me on my mukbangs, you're welcome. So, a bunch of lobster tails. I didn't like lobster tail until about 3 years ago. I just started liking it, and now I can't get enough of it. That is so good. It was actually with my last pregnancy. I never liked lobster tail before that, and ever since, I can't get enough of it. So, we'll see if I actually get 10 down. But I'm really hungry, so I should be able to. This is so good. My husband ate lobster tail earlier, and he only got 6 down. And he said, "You're really having 10 lobster tail for dinner?" I doubt it. And I said, "Heck yeah." So here I am, eating with you guys. So, when I grew up in Texas, we had all kinds of crazy foods. We had something called calf fries, and I don't know if y'all have heard of that before, but basically it's bull testicles, and people fry them and eat them. They sound really gross, but they're really good. And we had okra. I live in Indiana now, and I don't ever hear people eating okra very much, but that was a big hit when I was growing up. This is so good. I tried lobster for the first time last week. Not lobster, but crab legs. I tried crab legs for the first time last week, and I didn't really care for those. I told a few of my friends that I didn't care for them, and they said, "How could you like lobster but not crab legs?" This didn't really appeal, but I'm going to keep trying them, exposing myself to them, and see if I develop a taste for them. They're so good. I've seen a lot of other people that do mukbangs that dip their seafood into like a brown sauce, and I didn't want to try that different brown kind of sauces, but I don't know if I could eat it without butter. I just love butter. Butter's so good. This is amazing. So good. Mmm. So the only kind of brown sauce I really tried with seafood is like a ginger sauce from like a, I think it was a Japanese restaurant. And I really like ginger flavor, so that was good, but I still always go back to the butter. Mm. I even dip my steak in butter. I know that's so unhealthy, but my dad would take me out to Texas steakhouses growing up, and he would always get so mad because I put ketchup on my prime rib and steaks. But I don't really do that anymore. I dip it in butter. It's so good. He would kill me now if he knew I was dipping my steak in butter, probably. I'm not going to be proper and eat with work. I don't even know why I brought it to the table. Who needs manners when you're just eating alone, right? I mean, obviously, I'm going to put it on YouTube, but other than that, I'm just sitting here by myself eating. I shouldn't have to resort to having to use a fork or chopsticks or anything else. Spoon? Nope. This is so good. Ooh, this one kind of just like fell apart outside of fell right out of the shell. That's interesting. Ooh. I don't know if that one got boiled too long or what. I'm gonna try a different one. So, if you don't spoil yourself very often and get some good expensive meat, excuse me, I highly recommend it. Sometimes I even go out to eat by myself. It's a really nice feeling to know you can just go out and spoil yourself once in a while. And I think making time for yourself is really important too. It creates a healthy human. So I got a little pile of shells going on, I see there. All right, let's smother these bad boys up with butter. So good. Look at that. That is so amazing. Look at all that meat. Yum. That is so good. Got a piece of shell. So, my family likes to drizzle lemon on their lobster, and I've never really tried that, so here goes nothing. Wow. Wow, that's really different. It's really good, though. Excuse me. I had a lot to eat here. Well, the one lobster tail didn't really come out very good. I don't know if I got, excuse me, overboiled or what. So, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 left on my plate. And 1 that I set off to the side that I didn't eat. And I'm not even halfway full yet, so this is good news. think I'm going to be able to have room for all my lobster and all my steak. I get this little frog out of my throat. You know food's good when you start choking on it. Okay, here we go. This is so good. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So, my steak's looking pretty lonely over here. Just chilling like a villain. The lobster is so good. I feel like I have to eat that first because it's so amazing. The steak's good too, but I'm really feeling the lobster. Amazing. So how are you guys? How's your January going? Mine could not be better. I can't complain. I can't believe it's almost February. The time passes so quickly anymore. I don't know where the time goes. I always say to my friends and family, there's not enough hours in the day. If I only had more time. But if I didn't have to sleep, everything would be awesome. I'd have so much more time to get stuff done. I feel so bad sometimes just because I have to sleep. Excuse me. Look at that. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm really enjoying this. I only have one left. Besides that one that looked a little overdone. But I may, after the video, I may dig that one back out and see if I can scrounge up any of the meat from it, if it's good. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So I heard that if you really don't like a food, that you have to like expose yourself 18 times to start liking it. So I think I'm only at like 1.5 on the crab legs because I tried them last week at a nice restaurant. It was one of those restaurants where you sit down and you have the seafood boil brought out to you and you share it with your family. And I tried it and I could barely stomach the crab legs. I felt bad because it was a really expensive meal and I didn't really want to tell my family that I wasn't feeling it. So I just ate some. And then another time I only counted as a half because I just tasted a few bites of somebody's crab legs. Oh my gosh, I'm on like my last bite. I only have a few little tiny bites on my plate. But they're not looking so good, so I'll wait for those. Here goes, last bite of lobster. Oh man, this has been so good. You know, honestly, I could seriously probably eat 10 more right now. A party in my mouth. That's what it is. A party in my mouth. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So, I just have this bad boy left to eat right here. Try not to smile much on camera. There's a reason behind that. You're like, what? She's on camera and she's not gonna smile. Well, my front two teeth up top are fake. Yeah, they're fake. I know. I'm too young to have fake teeth, right? Well, excuse me. When I was 14 years old, I ran into a tetherball pole at my grandparents' house and knocked them almost completely off. There was just little stubs hanging on my top two front teeth. And I looked like a jack-o'-lantern when I looked in the mirror. So there was these two little stubs hanging and it really hurt. I was like, what did I just do? So I ran inside and told my grandparents, and they had to hide their laughter and kind of put their heads down and look away because I looked so funny standing there with only two little stubs for my front teeth. Well, I had to get those fixed, and they kind of yellow real easy, so it's kind of like my thing about me. Even my kids tease me that I got two top yellow teeth, so I try not to smile. But interestingly enough, my teenage son texted me yesterday and he said, Mom, you weren't up this morning, but my tooth is chipped. And I texted back and I said, what do you mean your tooth is chipped? Send me a picture. And he sent me a picture. And sure enough, one of his front teeth up top was completely 3/4 of the way missing. Kind of like I looked when I was 14 with the tetherball pole that bit me. Snuck up and bit me. Or bit my teeth anyways. They were gone. But I kind of chuckled a minute, but I sent him back the message that we'll have to take him to the dentist. But I felt so bad for him, which I still need to call tomorrow and get the appointment scheduled. But I asked him if they hurt at all, and he said that just when he eats a little bit they hurt, but it's not having like no sensitivity to cold or heat or anything like that. So that was good. So, So when I bite into stuff, I also have to be careful. I had to get them fixed once since then, and it was Halloween, and I bit into a caramel apple sucker, and they came off again, like broke off between the spot of where the fix was and the original ones. So I have to be careful when I eat some things. Steak is so good. So what do y'all like for steak? Do you like prime rib or New York strips, sirloin, ribeye? Me, myself, I'm a ribeye girl. I think I like the cut because it has fat throughout it, kind of, and I like my fat, and I like my butter. steak in general. So good. Y'all are probably gonna think I'm crazy dipping it in butter. Like, who doesn't need more butter, right? But some restaurants actually put butter on their steak, so why can't I? Excuse me. I think the butter's getting to me. It's so good, but it makes my throat tickle. I think I'm not gonna have no more butter for the remainder of the video. This, I remember what this was called. I think it was a sirloin. I'm pretty sure it was a sirloin. I don't eat sirloin too often because they don't have that good fat in them, but see, you can't even stop using the butter. It's so good. Oh, this is so good. So now I can't wait to do another video, a mukbang. I think it will really motivate me to try different foods and actually sit down and spoil myself if I know that I'm going to be eating with other people. Excuse me. But I did something today that I've been wanting to do for so long, which is sit down and make a mukbang, and eat with you guys. So I'm going to give y'all homework between now and the next video that I am able to upload. I want each and every one of you to try to do something, no matter how big or how small it is. I want y'all to try to do something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. I mean, it could be something so simple or so little, or it could be something big. But just try to do that. Try to do something that y'all wanted to do for so long, and just, you know, maybe you keep putting it off, or you don't have the time to do it, or whatnot. You're working, going to school, socializing. Try to do one thing that you've been wanting to do for a long time but haven't done it yet. And put it in the comment section below. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I love y'all.